my God. Good evening on this June 18th, 2022. The time is 11:46 p.m. and welcome to Early in the AM with Isha. Touching on... I forgot the title. Oh, touching on Just Be Quiet and Mean It. I was talking about being jealous of men, and I kind of want to talk about that in this particular entry. Just the feelings that warrant that. I never talk about how the aggressions I feel towards men. The aggressions that come up, jealousy and the hatred. Sometimes I think it's hatred sometimes that forces me into celibacy. It's not even giving them a chance. I'm not even giving them a chance. I think some of it is hatred. I think some of it is ignorance and naiveness and anger that I have to submit in a very guilty place. I think that's exactly what it is. Anger and not wanting to have to submit any more than I already have, any more than I've already dealt with in the house I live, in the conditions I live in the house I live, the conditions I had to work in, my social conditions. Just having to been one last time for a man to be in my personal life, I'm treating it like that's the straw of all straws, which could be further from the truth. I think the problem is my joints. It's my sensual joints. My sexual joints are so stiff. And when I go to bend, it's so difficult. There's so much weight on it. There's so much weight in that little area. I'm harboring these feelings that have no specific point. There's no specific point for these feelings. They come out in sexual aggressions and sexual tirades and indescribable, erratic thinking patterns that come out in my art sometimes. And then just sitting down and talking, straight turkey with this phone. Because my dad passed away so many years ago, like more than 3 decades ago. Like, if I treat this phone like he's on the other end, what would I say to him? Like, it'd be a basic conversation. I'm calling him up. I was like, oh my God. He's just like, just give me 5 minutes. Let me go find somewhere to sit. And then I hear him fumbling around. He grabbing his cane because he has knee issues. And he's been in and out of rehab his whole life, but he's trying. And he just did a stint in rehab again, and he's been good for 7 months, and we've been talking about it in and out. He finally finds a chair, and he sits down. He's like, okay, and I can hear him moaning, and he's trying to sit, and I can see his gray hair. He combs it back, and I can see him pouring his shot of whiskey and Southern Comfort, and I can just see him in my mind, like just becoming the air I need so I can vent out this frustration. I was like, Dad, you don't hear. I'm like this pummeling board. And I just keep getting beat up on, and I don't have nobody to vent to. So every time I try to get the anger out, I turn into this bumbling clown idiot, and I start making faces instead of just straight shooting how I feel. He's like, I know, I have the same problem. It's like, and then he tells me, he says, instead of that, I just turn to drugs. I just smoke so the ghosts go away. And then I understand, because I've heard the story 1,000 times, but I still don't get it, because I'm not doing the same thing. I was like, why am I not doing the drugs? And then he said, because God made you to be beautiful, not to be like your old man. And then, we laugh, and he said, I love you. He was like, I go through this for you and your brother and your sisters. And he tells me how much he misses me, and and that he's glad that he decided, to live and to, go into rehab and to keep himself going and not to be so strung out. You know what I mean? And then, I feel better. I feel like I got my energy to the right person, and the right voice heard it, so I can feel better about whatever it is I was going through. And I think that's part of the reason. I think instead of me being able to talk to him, I was just popping off at a random window, and just whoever hears me, I don't care. In the moment, that feels good. It's like, going out and partying with the public, and everybody sees you, and you go viral, and then, a week later, you're like, what did I do? The thing everybody goes through, because everybody has an opinion, everybody has legs and eyes, and everybody has a heart, and this, that, and the third. So you feel like you're all going through the same things, but it's not true. The DNA you come from makes you different. So that in turn makes your life experiences different. Even if you look the same height, even if you go to the same school, become the same, occupation, that doesn't make you the same. Even if you go through the exact same experiences, you take things differently. And I think that it's no different with me. There's some girls who can go through hell with men, and then they just bounce to the next man and take the baggage with them. I don't know why I decided to corner off a side of the planet and say, I'm going to sit here till we figure out what's wrong with me. And I'm just like, this is not working. Because the more I try to corner myself, the more, visitations and when people come around, the more I act like I didn't just carve out that corner over there. It is, it's somebody that I wish was here he was here to talk to. And I've created too many dialogues like this with him in my mind, of me and him having this father-daughter talk that, dreams are made of, but that's not what it is. That's not what it is. I try to talk to my mom about it, but she's such a straight shooter. You just, you gotta put your bulletproof vest on and just get ready. Because you tell her, she will fire it right back 10 times harder than what you told her. So now, I gotta get through this. And trying to be open with my mom like I would have been when my dad doesn't work. I told her something I shouldn't have told her, but I had to tell somebody. I thought it would be easy to be her, but it wasn't. It didn't help. I've told people things, and people have told me things, and not that I ever told anyone, but having a loose mind, somehow the orbit of it got misconstrued, and now I'm trying to figure out if I make sense in the end. I don't want to get, the thing is, I'm so scared to talk about how I really feel. Because this is the perfect place to say, I feel this way, and then I'll just say the anger I feel. I'll just stick to the anger, and that should be just as good. I get mad at them. I get mad at them for not choosing me. Even though I'm walking around looking like, not that I look bad. I'm very presentable. But I know it's just that midlife crisis, not being young anymore, and not being able to walk into a building and then all eyes on you, not because you're the prettiest thing in the room, but your energy says so. The way you're bouncing around, the way your clothes fit, the way you smile at everybody, you wave. Everyone's like, oh, I'm glad she's here. I want that feeling again when they're, oh my God, she's here. I'm like, girl, let me tell you, and before you can even get your coat off, you're wrapped up in the company gossip and everything is cool and you like it that way. I think maybe that's the part of the root of the issue, that's not happening the way I wanted to, but that's that young girl thinking. And I know it's because I'm always in learning mode. And as an adult, you can only learn so much before your adultness. Girl, we've learned enough. We know. Just keep it pushing. I don't think that's what it is. I finally got my college degree, and now I'm getting this second piece to add to it. And I think that's a good thing. Really, this will really stand out if I ever want to go, work for HUD or Section 8 or, work for housing or property management or leasing and stuff like that. Something where I can, be proud of the presentations because art is nothing but a whole bunch of presentations of how you see things. Just in the place where I can present things to you in the positive light, how I see it, and hopefully you like it enough, and you'll pay me for showing you such things. That's all I'm really looking for. It's 5 more minutes till Juneteenth, and we all know that was the legal declaration of the freedom of the slaves, and I could talk about that for hours. I don't know if I should, though. So many things come to my mind when I think about slavery. The intangibility of it. Such an intangible thing, slavery. Alright, love. I'm going to try to go to sleep, but if I don't, I'll be back in like 3 minutes. So I'll see you when I see you. Talk to you later.